And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Braemar Arena, home of the Edina Invitational Tournament, the Tradition Edina Invitational Tournament, the 51st annual. We've got a 3,500 seat facility here. I got about 150 people all surrounding me here at Center Ice. It's something. So we have some what should be a very energetic crowd here between these two teams. We're going to get things started here as we've just gone through our starting lineups, running about 15 minutes behind. Obviously, we have the award ceremonies. We've already done the national anthem, so here we go. We'll get things going here for you shortly as we'll be facing off between these two teams. So taking a look at how these two teams found their way into this championship game. It was St. Michael Albertville that won their pool. Wayzata won their pool with Rogers finishing second at 2-1. And then Edina won their pool. So those were the four semifinal round matchups. And for Wayzata, who is the top seed out of the playoffs, wearing their yellow jerseys, they opened with a 4-2 win over these Royals. Then 7-1 over Cottage Grove. And then 2-0 over Sibley. And then they defeated Edina 5-2 in the semifinal round of this playoff earlier today. And then for Rogers, their only loss was that 4-2 number to Wayzata. Then they shut out Sibley. There's a shot in on goal. That's turned aside by Will Ingman. Then Sibley 7-0, Cottage Grove 8-1, and STMA 7-1 in their semifinal round game. So these two teams squaring off. There's a chance in toward the goalmouth area that's thwarted and stopped. As the Royals will play this one back off the end boards on the play there. That was Sam Rinaldo. Now at center, knocked off the stick of Wayzata's Andrew Owen. That's going to be wide of the mark. Cade Chapman, your goaltender for Rogers. They're wearing their dark jerseys with white and blue trim. I mentioned Wayzata with their gold, blue, and white trim as well. As the Trojans will work this one out of the corner to the low goalmouth area. Turn back up ice. Here they come through center. On it for Rogers is Jensen as he stopped on the play. Jammed as the Trojans will look ahead, and they find their man on the move. That's going to be Owen. From an opening, he plays that one in back behind Koski. He's going to forecheck now on Brummer. Now it's going to be left wing side for Rogers as Palumbo with it as it's sent right back into the corner. The Royals will control with Brummer as he plays back for his defensive partner. That was Odin Eliasson, as now it's back in center. Nice little move there by Weiss as he's going to be 1-on-2. Gets that in deep behind Ronning as he'll get a position on him and stay with it. Ronning pokes it to safety over to the right wing side. Waiting on that was Alstead. And they'll play this one back through center. Royals will regroup D to D. That's off a stick. Now here they come up through across the checkered red line. Back in behind the net it goes. Chasing for Wayzata is Edworthy. He's on the back line with Reese Wallen as it's sent right back in behind the net. Wallen will look to fish that one out of the corner as he's going to be stopped on the play, but gets a little bit of help through the zone. They go with Dylan Clayman. Now it's going to be sent back across center by the Royals as they're going to play this one in. Bounding puck on goal as that's Ingeman to make the save. Outlet to the right wing side. Clayman from center. Wallen guides that one into the corner. He'll come together with Palouf as it's played back up to the defense back behind the net. Palouf now plays that ahead for Rinaldo. He'll gain the line with control. Looks down low for Matt Lohman. He's going to be checked on the play as the puck will be rung around to the near side. Back up through center it goes. There's a little toe pull. Nice play there. Down on the play goes Wayzata's Johnny Hendrickson as we're going to play on. Kuhl was there with the stick check. Now it's played ahead by Huff. And now off the bench quickly on the change. That's going to be Palumbo. And that one's going to be offside at the line with 11:40 to go here in the first period. One shot apiece. Face-off win by the Trojans. Back at center. To the near side, it's going to be Poloff with it. As he plays that through to the right wing, Kruckelberg is there. Rung hard around the wall by Huff. Fanned on, checked, nice job up high by Sauer. Here they come now with Kuhl across the line. He has Hendrickson to the net. Stick save rebound, nice job there. We'll take a look at this one on replay for you. Going to the net hard and staying his ground was Cade Chapman. Nice job there. From behind the net, it's going to be the Trojans in control with Koski up to the line. There's a wrist shot that's blocked. Now it's going to trickle over for Subject, who's going to play this one back down into the corner. Johnson was there waiting off the right wing corner. Forecheck thrown in by Owen. But here they come out of the zone on the tape for Lohman. He'll feed that to the left side for Rinaldo. Wrister wanted to go against the grain to high glove. That's swatted at there by Ingeman. And that's going to be pushed up to the line and held in by the Royals on that play. That was Eliasson. In front of the bench area, Koski's checked right by the turnbuckle. It says played off the end boards, and it's going to be handled by the Rogers Royals with Brummer. Outlet to the right wing side. Here they go across the line. Wrister, that's going to be wide of the mark, held on to, and wisely there is the oncoming Rogers Royals. Ingman said, I'm going to hang on to this thing. I'm not going to mess around. 0-0, 10:19 to go in the first period. Alexandria with a convincing 5-2 win, that fifth goal, an empty netter against the Firehawks of Burnsville Apple Valley. They had played earlier in the tournament, and that was a Firehawks win, and so Alexandria able to avenge that and capture the title. And then in the Pee Wee AA, Eden Prairie came back from down 3-0, scoring the game winner with, about 5 minutes left in the third period as they went on to win by a score of 4-3 over Stillwater. And here we have the Bantam AA Championship. We've already played out the Pee Wee B1, Pee Wee A, and Bantam B1s on Monday. And here we are on this glorious Thanksgiving, this glorious New Year's weekend, or week, if you will. Every one of these days feel like a little bit like a Sunday. Wallen goes in. He's going to, no, they're not going to call him on that one. I thought he's going to get the arm in there, and they're going to call that. Wallen, the defenseman, some of this season, has worked his way up to the line, and that's going to be Edworthy with it. Wallen now playing forward. Back off the end line it goes. Here they come with it. That's going to be taken away there by the stick of Clayman as he's going to send this back into Rogers territory. That's Poloff with it. He played that. Oh, they almost had too many. Tough change there. They got away with one there to the Royals. Now back at center, it's going to be Huff with it. He looks to the left side. Lesser is there. That hits a Rogers player on the way in. Delayed offside. Back up through center. It's Hendrickson. Gets a little bit of help to the right wing with Sauer. He's watched closely on the play by the defense of Brummer. And now it's going to be back through center with Huff. Gets the loose puck right about the hash marks. Plays that into the neutral zone. And the Royals will regroup again with Brummer as he watches that one go in for an icing call with 8:34 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal are 3-2 in favor of Wayzata early on in this one. Trojans now in control, by the way, for you Wayzata fans. We'll get that in a minute as they transition with Sauer. Pass was a little bit behind. Hendrickson had to reach back to gather. As now it's the Royals in their defensive zone looking to push this one along. Kuhl takes over. His wrister misses the mark. Now over to the left wing side, it's Lesser. Steered off the stick of Chapman. Bounding puck. Wrestled to the ice was Lesser, and icing will be the call. Wide of the mark for you Wayzata Trojan fans. We'll have the high school game tomorrow night streaming live, featuring the Trojans and Minnetonka Skippers. Trojans have crept into our mnhockey.tv top 10 rankings. We'll have all of the replays and everything you need. Tonka playing much better too. Now 5-6. They had themselves a great tradition in the Park Holiday Classic, as Wayzata did the tradition at Pick. Back to the line, slung over to the right wing, reached for by Cheslak. His shot, oh! It hit a man on the way in as it was open there, and it's going to be brought back up through center. Spun off the puck is Owen. Back at the line they go. The Royals will transition through center. That's off a stick, bounding puck now. It's going to be handled by Rinaldo. Oh, nice save there. He came in and fired a missile on goal. But Ingman makes the save. Snaps it right out of the air. Mike Palmatier style. The former Leafs goalie, for those of you that are a little more old school like yours truly. Always got to put on a show for the fans every once in a while. Wallen back up to the line now. That's going to be sent toward the goalmouth area by Eliasson. Now it's back out of the zone with Clayman. He's going to play this one in deep. Back down to the corner. Wallen steps up with a body there. In front of the bench area. Clayman plays this one in deep. And Wallen will forecheck over on the far side. The big frame with the busy stick makes the play, sends it out front. There's a turnaround attempt that just missed the mark. And now the Royals look to transition back up through center. Wallen comes away with it at the line. He's going to play this one in on goal. That's hung on to by Chapman as he plays that one off behind the net. 6.5 to go in the period. They'll play this one rink wide. Bounces a stick of Struck in front of the Rogers bench area. And that's going to be Chapman to stick the stick out and make the play over for Eliasson. Back at center ice. Edworthy played that to an open wing. That's picked up by Struck on the way through. Now it's Hendrickson to turn this one back up ice. Lucky number 13 back across the line. Hendrickson looks outside. It's going to be knocked off his stick by Cheslak. And now they're going to play this one through traffic. And out of the zone come the Rogers Royals with Struck. Struck has that knocked away from him. Jensen was there. And this one will be sent all the way through. No icing on the play. Palouf is there. He's pinned up along the boards. Kuhl is there as well. Now it's going to be Huff who sends a shot through. Pad save. Chapman's been busy here. The mid stages of this period. Back up to the line. That's held on to by Lesser. That one comes through to the near side. Now it's going to be Palumbo. He's bothered on the play. Palumbo comes away with it. That's into some equipment and back into the corner it goes. Now they'll turn this one back up ice. The Rogers Royals across the line with Palouf. He holds on to it. Looks out to the slot. Shot. Oh, what a save there. Big one by Ingman. They score! Oh, yeah, the big save, then the rebound and a goal from out a ways there. There's the big carom up to the blue line, and then that one kind of was the old handcuff. And Rogers takes the 1-0 lead. Back underway to the near side it goes. Lohman is there as he plays that one in behind. Wallen off the end boards. They'll knock this one through. Now on the stick of Johnson. Chuck thrown in the neutral zone. Subject comes away with it. Now they find Koski. He has help. There's a wrist shot steered away by the lefty Chapman. Nice job defensively with the body by the Royals. Now sent back in on goal. Quick turnaround shot by Owen. And now it's going to be left wing up the ice by Rinaldo, who's jammed by Koski. As he is, Rinaldo sends it in deep. 4:17 to go. The Trojans want the long stretch pass, but reading that through center is Cheslak across the line. And they're going to say they're offside. We'll see if we can get a peek at that one on replay. That was pretty close. Yeah. Just didn't get back on time. Trojans control off the draw to the right wing. Up high at their own line. It'll now be Wallen on that play as he's bothered by Palouf, sent into the corner. The Royals will look to make the play for Cheslak. Hopefully you can't hear the conversation going on next to me. I don't think there's any idea there's a broadcast going on, but that's okay. I guess we're not in an NHL press box, so that's kind of how it works. As the puck is played back in the corner, down goes Palouf, and there's Weiss with it. Plays this one back in behind. Now it's Palouf again. Rinaldo is there. And he'll send that in with the forecheck ensuing. Wallen coming together with Palouf, who plays that off the far boards for Cheslak. Show of strength there. That one between Kuhl and Cheslak, who rips that one wide of the mark. There's a chance that just missed the net by Rinaldo. 3 minutes remain in period number one. Puck will roll its way back into the Rogers zone. Bumped off the boards by Eliasson. Now they're going to gift that one off into the corner. Long rolling puck to the near side. Huff is there. And the puck will be played back into the corner. Sauer. Now it's going to be the Royals quickly transitioning out to the right wing side. Nice pass. Oh, they find the man in front. Oh, and a big shot and a save. What a setup there off the rush by the Royals. We'll watch this one real time as they'll take this one across the line. There's one quick feed, drew the defense over, and then the one-timer by Lohman, who took that feed from Rinaldo. .227 to go. Back up ice they go. Poke to center by Owen. He has an angle. He's stick checked on the play by Palouf. As it's going to be Koski now, as he's going to swing this one back in behind for Owen behind the net. That's deflected away, and here come the Royals in transition through center. On it, it's Jensen. He's bothered, and that's played back down the wall. Rolling puck to center. Johnson gloves that down for Wyzetta as they'll regroup back deep into their own zone on the puck. That was Chang. That was off the boards. That shot blocked. Oh, there's a chance they got a man open back door. Oh, nice save, rebound. Scores! You can see that one coming. Here's a look at this one on replay. You'll see that one swing at it, then off the back door. Kruckelberg is there to finish. And it's now 2-0 Rogers late in the first period. With 1:41 to go in it. Cut off. There's a shot in on goal. Clayman. Actually, they're going to say that was struck. I guess my eyes deceived me. Palumbo with one of the assists. Edworthy's shots blocked, gets it back from the backhand. Reaching for it was Wallen from the low slot area as he was bumped on the play. And back the other way they go with it. It's going to be Blake Edworthy regrouping in his own zone. Another number 11, Lohman, is on him. Stops him in his tracks. Working hard are the Rogers Royals. Both these teams are forechecking quite well. As it's over to the far corner, Lohman now jammed on the play. Ronning was there to make that play for Wyzetta with 1 minute remaining in the period. Ooh, where was my guy Robin Cook sleeping? taking the proverbial nap. We'll get the less than 1 minute remaining here soon if he catches it. He's one of the best PA guys around, does a great job. Over the right wing side, but I got to chirp him when the chirp is due. There's a wrister. You got one time to shine, and that's the one with a 1 minute remaining. Up and over the glass. 34.4 remains here in the period. Played now off the stick. Up high of Wyzetta. Sauer. Cool is there. He's checked on the play. Huff comes away with it. He's going to be pickpocketed by Jensen. Glove save brought in there. We'll watch this opportunity as it arises here. That's work off the boards. And it's just cleanly taken right into the glove. That's Lesser to play this around. Now through center, Hendrickson was waiting on that from Sauer. And it's chopped through center, glove down by Palumbo. 4 seconds to go in the first period. That's going to do it as the Trojans go D to D and look up ice. And a good one for Rogers as they have a pair of markers as it's now 2-0. We'll have the start of the second period for you in a minute. Congratulations, of course, to the Golden Gopher football team with their 31-24 victory over Auburn earlier today at the Outback Bowl. I saw some of that in the EHA room, but recorded it. Looking forward to going back and breaking down that win. In addition, how about the Minnesota Wild? Congratulations to them for getting the Bridgestone Outdoor Classic for next January. Looking very forward to that one. I'm not a big outdoor hockey guy. I mean, my thing was as a kid, yeah, we did it because it's all we had, but all we wanted to do was get inside because the games we played inside were unstructured, so it wasn't that big of a deal. It was the freedom of the outdoor game, I think, today that everybody's so in love with. But, man, it's cold. We were doing everything we could to get inside. Now we're trying to take it outside. So hopefully the weather will permit. If it was like this weekend, it'd be a pretty good day for hockey today. Wyzetta now on it, or the Royals rather on it now, as that's Cheslock that was with that. Cool comes away with it. As the Royals look up ice, that's going to be Melquist with it. Melquist hands over to the right side for Cheslock. Oh, that one nearly found its way through. Cool. That's deflected. And now Chase Cheslock looks back up ice. 2-on-1 across line. Nice feed there as that one was turned away by Lesser. And there they are across the line. And back into the corner it goes. Checked on the play was Koski. Played over to the near boards. Got the line cut off. Nice play there. Dribbling in on goal as that was Chapman to make the save. Going back in on goal. Chapman again goes with the safety valve and hangs on to that. .50-50 draw off the left of Chapman. Trojans looking to make something happen down here 2-0 now. Up to the line, one-timer. That one got away from the stick of Lohman and wide of the mark. Or check that. That was Edworthy. Oh, fan down, look out. Wall into the backhand, goes high. There's Chapman to make the save. Nice save there as the goaltender bailed out his teammate a bit there. Whoops, happens, part of the game. And that will force the faceoff to his left. Wallen in on the draw. Went against Lohman there. Or actually, that was this guy right here, Rinaldo. Cross the line. Now he's got Lohman weak side. Try to swing that through. Knocked to safety by Wallen on the play. Now it's Edworthy. Turned over, shot, save, rebound, puck's loose. Oh, they had a couple of chances there. There's another shot. That one misses the mark. And that's played ahead. Wallen tries to work the zone, get some support up out of the zone. On the puck now, it's Alstad with it. And it's going to be played behind. Paloff plays that one. Deflected with a stick from Rogers Rinaldo. He'll head to the bench as the puck will be rung around to Kuhl to the near side. He's bothered on the play. Kuhl will try to play this one ahead. Now it's Hendrickson with it. Finds Sauer. Sauer, quick shot from Kuhl in on that play. That's held on to by Chapman again. Off that opportunity, face off to his left with 11:53 to go in the period. Lesser's shots deflected. Back over the corner it goes now for Eliasson. Back for Lesser. Glove save and hung on to. That one would have been wide of the mark, but Chapman decides to grab that. That's always a good play. Hang on to it and keep it calm back there and get the face off. Kuhl pulls that through traffic, pushes it through. That one wide of the mark. Back in behind the net. Palumbo now on the play for the Rogers Royals is Brummer. And they'll transition out of the zone with Palumbo. That's Dominic Palumbo wearing sweater number 7. He'll try to hustle into this puck. He's got some help with Jensen across the line. And now on the stick of Struck. 6, 7, and 8 are the numbers on that line. How about that? And icing the call back into Wayzata turf we go. 11:07 to go. Buzzed wide of the mark. Paloff is there. Now Huff. Weiss rather on that puck back in behind the net for the Rogers Royals. They'll continue to work behind the net. They try to feed this one out front, but that's defensed neatly by the Wayzata. Subject takes the body there off the corner in front. He's wide open. Oh, what a save there. Big chance. Rogers wanted the 3-0 lead, but that's not going to happen as Ingeman says no. Right there, a nice save. All the way around to Johnson over on the right wing side. He looks ahead, finds his man on the move. Quick snapper that hits the glass. Karam comes up to the right wing side. Royals will flip to center. Over to make the play for them is Kreckelberg. and sent back into the right of the Wayzata goal. Subject will take that feed. That came over from Melquist. Now to center. It's knocked through. In stride is Kruckelberg to the corner. They'll play this one to an open wing, but nobody was home. It hit the back of the net, but that'll be gathered in there by the defense of Carson Melquist. Glove down and played off the boards by Wayzata's Dylan Clayman. Now it's going to be Rogers Cheslak who plays that one in. He heads to the bench. Off the end boards, it's Melquist again. Gets a little bit of help with Rinaldo. Tries to work his way through traffic as it trickles in on goal. That's covered up. He had Ronning in front, covering for the Wayzata Trojans. Nice job to keep that puck alive off the draw by Brummer. He's up high, ridden down on the play by Wallen as the puck comes to the near boards. Knocked to center. That by Wayzata's Alstead, and it's going to be sent all the way back in. Edworthy plays the body on Rogers Palumbo as they play it to the right side off the boards. Rinaldo back at center, controlled by Rogers. This game slowed down a little bit. It's got a little more methodical here in the offensive zone. I know Wayzata's having a hard time getting much off the rush the past 3-4 minutes. Now let's see what they can do here. Here they come out of the zone with Clayman. He's bumped on the play. That by Eliason. And back in behind on it now it's going to be Brummer. Outlets to the left wing side, but that's cut off by Wayzata's Clayman. Back in behind the net it goes. Now for Rogers it's Struck. They'll steer that one up and out of play with 8:35 to go here in the second period. It's still 2-0 Rogers. Back behind the net. Royals will transition out of the zone now with Palouf, who plays it to the right wing side. That was for Melquist. That missed the mark. Oh, nice feed to Kuhl. Here he comes through center ice. Kuhl has Hendrickson flowing over his way, but a good defensive play there. That's Palouf who makes it, who gives that one over to the right wing side for Melquist. Melquist to the left wing. They'll load this up, shooting a pad save. Another wrist shot that misses the mark off the end boards. Foot race for this. Huff will swing at that and play to center as the long strides of Kuhl were pressuring the Rogers Royals. Palouf, but back it up to the left wing side is Hendrickson. He's jammed twice, keeps his feet moving. It's pretty impressive. He's hit hard once or twice and stayed on the forecheck. Back up to the line now for Wayzata. That's Huff. Played off the end boards. And now the Royals will play this behind the net. Alexandria Cardinals, winners of the Bantam Single A division here. Turned aside, nice job by Chapman. And it's going to be either Wayzata or Rogers at the Bantam Double A. Eden Prairie won the Pee Wee Double A. Over to the right wing side it goes. Now that's going to be Koski that was there. It's turned aside and played up the right wing side by the Rogers Royals. Here they go in motion. Cheslak with it, 1-on-4 as they change wholesale. Gets a shot on goal. It's always a good play. And now it's the Trojans who play to center. No ice on the play. Back out they go with it now. It's going to be Eliason. Plays this one rink wide. Finds his partner, Brummer. Back for Eliason up to the near boards for Struck. He gives off to Jensen. Now Palumbo looked for Jensen. Now Owen comes away with it. Here comes Wayzata back through center. Over to make the play defensively there was Brummer forcing the turnover. Nice touch pass to the middle by Palumbo. Over to the right wing for Jensen. There's a chance as that one's pushed wide of the mark. From the left point, that's going to be Brummer to play that one down the rail. As it's cut off by the Trojans, it's Owen back to center. He's got some help with him now in Koski. Now Koski takes it, lets the snapper go wide of the mark. The big Karam up to the near boards. Here come the Royals back out of the zone. Stood up on the play. Nice check there was Dylan Clayman. as now it's played back off the end boards. Set up behind the net by Ingeman. Koski waits for it. Gets away from one man. Long pass over the right wing side. Clayman will now chase. Back to center. That's too far. Chang, they're going to say icing on that play as Ronning, who couldn't come up with that loose puck. So 5:35 remains here in the second period. Still 2-0 Rogers. Don't forget we do the ice between the second and third period. So have a bit of a break, probably about 12 minutes is what they put up on the clock, and then we'll be back at it for the third period for you. That's the final game of all of the games from the Edina Invitational Tournament. The Tradition Edina Invitational Tournament, presented by Tradition Companies, who've been so active in the communities. Of course, they've got a branch, Capital Bank branch in Wayzata. And then they also have plenty of other locations around the Twin Cities metro area. All of your home buying and mortgage financing needs are taken care of in a one-stop shop approach with a family environment, family atmosphere. Of course, the Annabacks been so instrumental in their home building and taking it to another level with Tradition Companies. Check them out at traditionco.com. Up and out of play it goes, 5:21 to go. Off the face-off, the Royals now, and the Wayzata off the right wing side, off the toe of the stick of Cool. Now here's a shot that's loaded up. That was going blocker pad side by Sauer. Turned aside. Nice job by Cade Chapman. Back in behind the net. It's going to be Clayman with it. Long pass. Stepping up is Lesser. Nice work there. The big frame across the line. That we checked on the play. So the Royals come back and support the biscuit. They're going to play this one out to the right wing side as they try to break out. Instead, they're going to turn away from traffic with Melquist. Back through center. That's off the stick of Rinaldo. No ice on the play as he'll work it into the corner. Rinaldo is brought down. Held on to. It's going to be sent right back in. Rogers touches up. They're good to go back in on the forecheck with 4.5 to go in the second. Cool outlets to the right wing side. Now they're going to move along the line with it. It's Hendrickson shot in on goal. That's handled by Chapman. Face-off control. Ooh, off the end boards there. Controlled by the Rogers addition. That's Brummer to center. Puck will roll its way into Wayzata territory. Nice job to get away from trouble with Subject. Nice job there. Off Koski's boots. Now it's going to be from the top of the right circle. That's elevated up right toward the 1979 state championship banner. I mean, you look at the number of state championship banners in this building. It goes from 69 all the way to 2019. Boys championships all the way up to 2014. And the girls have captured 3 straight in 17, 18, 19. Boys and girls won it both in 19, much like the Academy of Holy Angels did. I believe it was 2004 or 5. About 15 years ago. Back across the line. In front, loading it up. Nice save. Whoa, look at that save. We'll take a look at that one on replay. You'll see this opportunity across the line. That was the feed from Struck to Palumbo. Face-off win. Edworthy plays this one around the wall. Held in, though, by Rogers. Oh, broken stick there. There goes $300 right out the window. We're rounding, who cares? We're about right. Now it's going to be Sauer with it. Maybe it's under warranty, I doubt it. Got a better shot with those high school sticks because they break them all the time. Sent back in wide of the mark. Palouf with it. Now the forecheck is on. Cool was there. Ronning plays this one down. Backhand opportunity there. That one by Wayzata's Casson Sauer. Here's the puck up the left wing side. Oh, he tried to find a man back in behind. And this will be sent back into Rogers territory. Cheslock to the right wing side. Ronaldo's had a really nice game. So has Palumbo. Johnson with it as he's checked on the play. 2:37 to go in the second period. Back over to the far corners. The puck rattles to Palouf, who plays back behind the net to Cheslock. Cut off. There's a chance down low for Wayzata. Koski was there. They play it back up to the line. Koski gets that one back from Huff. And he's going to be pickpocketed. But look out, there's Lesser. Blocker pad save. Chapman is on that one. 21 all are your shots on goal at this stage of the game. 2-0 Rogers in front. They try to poke it through. Nice little set of pressure and forechecking done here by Wayzata. Lesser plays that back for Huff. Back pedals into his own zone. Plays it off the right wing side. They got Koski open to the right wing. Ooh, it got into the snow, slowed it up a little bit. Now back in behind for Wayzata. It's going to be Owen as he's going to be sending that one up high. Ooh, nearly deflected. Down goes Chapman. He's still down. Oh, he better get up as the puck's loose. And that's going to be outside because they're going to say there's a man in the crease. From one goaltender to another, if you're going to be hurt, you got to be hurt. You got to act like you were shot to get that whistle blown. Or just get up and deal with it. It's tricky. Minute 41 to go. Wallen, 50-50 draw. Chapman's been sturdy here tonight. Perfect in goal for Rogers now as he's turned aside 24 of 24. As the shots now read 24-21. Lesser's shot was steered away by Chapman as that came through a screen. Trojans buzzing here on these last two shifts. Lesser chops that one down. They got numbers down low. Wallen swings at that one. And now on the stick and played back up to the left wing side by Brummer. Nice job to knock that through. That was Brummer again. Or check that. That was Allstat again. Wrong 20. And here's Brummer back across the line. There's a chance, a shot. Rebound, puck sits free up high. Lesser's going to fight his way out of the zone. And there's a whistle on the play behind the play. We'll see if he takes them both here. You'll see there's a chance that comes with energy in on goal. And there they go down. Yeah, a couple guys are going to go. No time, cross check and hold. 5-on-5 hockey here. First whistle after 15:50, they'll be out. Trojans back in across the line as they'll play this one in with Hendrickson. He comes together with another number 13 in Trent Palouf. Now on it for Rogers is Ronaldo. Those are the first two penalties in this whole game, believe it or not. And really well played by these two hockey clubs. Ronaldo now at the line. It's going to be Lohman as that's played through. Chang will come away with it. 22 to go in the period. That's off a stick. Sauer comes in front of the bench area, protects the puck. Plays that over for Chang, who touches it ahead for Cool, who plays that deflected in off the stick of Cheslock. With 7 to go, the Rogers defense will just play catch with this to rag off the time and take the 2-0 lead. If the clock doesn't run out before the icing, they do. And that'll set us up for what should be a very entertaining third period. Rogers is 15 minutes away from picking up what I'm sure to say will be their first ever Edina Invitational Bantam AA State championship. So 2-0 the score. We'll be back with more right after this. Super cool.
I'll get back to work, but
All right,
nice
thanks.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you. Here we go to start the third period. A nice chat about the Midwest Mustangs. A lot of their footprints are all over this tournament with STMA playing in the third place game at the Bantam AA, and Alexandria winning the Bantam A. And here's Rogers. And they've just ascended into relevancy very quickly here against a very, very good program, the Wayzata Trojans. And, you had the likes of Wayzata, Edina, White Bear. Like, they're all in here. The heavyweights going at it. Here's a couple of heavyweights for Wayzata now. Sauer's going to send that one in. Shots on goal are 25-22 in favor of Wayzata. Puck will be played back over into the Wayzata zone to the near side. They work it. That was Will's subject to play that one in. Back into the corner for Rogers. That was Brummer. We still have 2 men off. Coincidental minors in front of the net. In front that goes. Now they'll be sprung. It's going to be Wallen out. A pair of 6s. And Dawson Jensen, they got hung up, if you recall, late in the second period. Off the face-off, Rogers Palumbo will send that one back into the corner. Jensen is there to the backhand, shot, save, rebound. Puck sits free, and now it's going to be picked up by Jensen again back out of the corner. He's going to cycle back in and behind. Oh, Jensen had a golden opportunity down low, knocks at that one, and that's going to be held on to by Ingeman for Wayzata. From the corner, Kruckelberg is there. Edworthy, now Wallen plays this one over to the right wing side for Clayman. Allstead is stopped on the play. Back into the Rogers zone it goes. That's Holmes that's there. And now they're going to play this one back up the left wing side. And icing the call with 12:20 showing on the clock. Thank you. I don't know who that was from, but oh,
Michigan, so.
All right. If I've got the nod of approval from Grandma in Michigan, I'm very happy. Came from the Rogers side. I wish I had a name so I could do the shout out, but I can't. For Rogers, they're in Michigan, I've been told. So we're glad to be reaching everybody with this. We have automated systems, as we've mentioned, going up all over the place. From the Plymouth Ice Center right now, we'll have pick A, B, and C up and running at the mnhockey.tv. Every youth game will be seen there. We're streaming the state tournaments in Minnesota across the board. I think I'm going to be doing the Bantam AA. I'll have, I don't know, every level is going to be done, so we'll be grinding the schedule big time. It's going to be lots of fun. High school-wise, we cover Edina, Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, Benilde St. Margaret's, Academy of Holy Angels, Hopkins. We want to expand our reach. Uh-oh, my voice showed its first crack all week. It's not bad here with 11:25 to go in the third. Back in behind the net now, Rogers in transition. Ahead they go. That's Palumbo with it as he's pushed wide by the defense of Jonathan Chang. The Royals will continue to push this through. You know, when you get into the 5th game, I mentioned this in the Bantam single A game. Here's a chance in front. Oh, what a setup. And a bigger save. Ingeman was money right there as he came up huge. Watch this chance just darting through the slot area as Jensen gets the beautiful feed there, and he just pushes that right into Ingeman, who makes a great save, comes out, attacks the shooter, and does the job. Turned away and sent back in behind. Checked on the play. That's going to be Lohman to play the body. Or check that was Edworthy to play the body. Now at center, it's Brummer. Dribbles that one in, steered off to the side. Now Blake Edworthy plays it to the right wing side. Bump to center, knocked off the boards by Rogers, Odin Eliasson, and that's offside at the line. So when I was going on my diatribe of high school teams, we definitely like to expand our reach. As we create the network known as the mnhockey.tv. Check out our site. Follow us on Twitter at mnhockeytv. This is an Edina Hockey Association production. That's why it's showing up on the EHA website, and we're doing it for them. And if you're just joining us, I mentioned tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from the Plymouth Ice Center, we'll be live with the Wayzata High School team against Minnetonka. Wayzata's ripped off, 7-8 in a row in the win category. We're real good during the Traditionette pick. And Minnetonka was very good at the Traditionette Park. Everything's Tradition, if you're wondering. Tradition companies, you can check them out at traditionco.com. If you need a refi, if you're looking for some capital banking needs, how about some wealth management? You want to buy a new home, build a new home? They got you covered. Robert Thomas Homes and Homes by Tradition. They got developments all over the metro. There's a chance that just misses the mark. And for you Wyzetians, and what we call them Plymouthonians, we've got the Capital Bank right in Wayzata. Puck dribbles through everyone, wide of the mark, as it's going to be measured to the corner. That was Cool, who came together with Brummer. So look this up. In on goal, blocker pad save. Chapman's been very sturdy in goal. He's seeing that puck very well. Knocked down by Hendrickson, swatted ahead by Melquist, and they'll look to turn this one up ice with Huff. Huff, his pass picked off. Look out, here they come now. Lohman, that one was thwarted. And Lohman will chase the puck that was brought to the far boards by Melquist. Huff is there, tries to knock that away from the forecheck of Rinaldo. Off a stick, Huff will forecheck again, and swung around the boards by Lesser. Back at center they go with it. Sauer, he's brought down in the play. Tripping penalty will be called. Not much you can do there. And off the ice goes Ingeman, extra tacker on for Wayzata. Big opportunity for them here as Subject plays it for Koski, and that's off the boards, and that'll be the whistle. So it's 6:04. Ronaldo goes for a trip. Time for a timeout. Shots on goal are 28-27 now in favor of Rogers. They've had a bit of a surge with some really high-end grade A chances. I always love it when he brings Led Zeppelin's Cashmere into the mix. It's time. It's always pressure time with the build-up of this tune. Thanks, Robin Cook, your PA announcer. Power play now by Rogers. Jensen plays to center. Now it's Lesser who backpedals into his own zone. Lesser on it, looks ahead. That's held in at the line by Jensen. And now it's guided down deep by Kreckelberg as, solid almost 30 seconds have worn off this power play, and the Trojans have yet to get anything started into the offensive zone. They have to regroup back into their own zone again, 127. Now it's going to be Hendrickson. Nice breakout there across the line. Looks for the trailer. That's caught and played by Jensen as he plays the center for Lesser. Now Lesser finds her. Oh, no. Poke check there by Lohman. Finds the opening and sends that back in deep. 1:07 to go in the power play. And we have a cross-checking penalty coming up. And we're going to go 4-on-4. Four-on-four hockey for 27 more seconds. Cross the line, that's Brummer. Puck will sit free as it's steered up off the netting and out of play. Face off back into the Wayzata zone. Ronning. Rogers outlets to the right wing side. They'll look over the near side on the stick of Hendrickson. And now it's going to be Edworthy as Rogers has the power play for 50 seconds. Clock is ticking here, down to 6:46. Gathered in by Carson Udi, who plays that one back in. Or check that was Trent Palouf. Back behind the net. Melquist helps out up to the line. There's a big slapper taken. That buzzed wide of the mark. Wraparound attempt. Ingeman's there to shut the door. Kicked over to the right wing side. Now it's going to be Palouf with it again as he hangs onto it. Plays it over to the left wing side for Cheslock. Pushes that one through. 7 to go in the power play. Door is open for Lesser, and it's chipped to center. It'll drop into the Rogers zone as they'll be forced to regroup with under 6 minutes to go now at 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Back in across the line they go with Rinaldo. Oh, that hit the side of the post. A little more of the side of the net, glancing the post. Not as close as it may have appeared. Now it's turned by Eliasson, gloved off there by Koski. Now it's going to be regrouped in their own zone. Huff plays to the near side as Subject plays that one ahead. That's off a pair of skates. And back up into the neutral zone it goes. Huff again. Looks to the end boards. Now Koski. Hendrickson has Johnson with him. Cuts to the forehand. Blocker pad save made by Chapman. Subject is there. Plays this down the right wing boards. They collide and come together along the near boards as they chop and jostle. Now it's going to be Kreckelberg. Checked on the play. Turned up by Brummer. He has speed. Here he comes through center. content to just chip that in and change on the fly and let the clock run. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Well, even at the high school level, we see a lot of guys 1-on-4 sit and try to create there, and that's a really mature play. Over to the near side now. It's going to be Palouf to play that one ahead for Palumbo. Owen is there for Wayzata, as is Chang. Checked on the play. Positionally there, Sauer makes it. That was Palouf that he took care of, who has the puck, though. It's been glued to his stick for much of this hockey game. Lord only knows if I'm getting that name right, so I apologize. Koski with it across the line. Pulls that one free to the corner. Koski looks in front. That's defensed and played over to the right wing side. Ahead they go with Jensen. Jensen through center. Dumps that back in behind. That gets underneath the stick of Ingeman as it's Wayzata looking to break out. They've been really thwarted here for quality scoring chances this entire period. I'm having a hard time thinking of seeing more than one or two if they even had those. As Rogers is cinching in here, showing how to close out a hockey game. Haven't allowed many shots on goal here in this period. I believe there were 24 at the time of the end of the period for Wayzata. They've had 4 so far with 3:20 to go in the third. Back in behind, off the glass, back into the center ice area it goes. Here comes a foot race, and on comes Lohman. Huff watches him. Lohman gets there now. Huff, though, makes the play ahead to Lesser. Picked off at the line by Eliasson. That's in on goal, and that's played by a stick. And they'll bump this off the end boards. Out front it goes, and that's going to be covered and held on to by Ingeman of Wayzata. 2:51 to go. It's 2-0. Rung around the boards in front of the bench area. Cool. Poked off his stick. Hendrickson was there. They look in front, chipped off the glass. Back in the corner now. Koski up to the line, wrist shot, blocker pad save. The Trojans are one bounce away from making this thing really dicey for Rogers to close it out. Lesser, see if they get a final push here. We'll watch the goaltender too. Got to wait for everybody to get on side. Sauer there, nice job to wait. Cool plays at the net is empty already as they play this one through. Subject is there as he tried to kick that through. He does. Sauer gets this one ahead for Koski, who plays this off the boards as it's sent back in behind the net. All the way around to the right wing side. That's struck. Chopped at. Played through on a stick, and Subject will just throw it right back in as they need to touch back up. Nope, they're still off. Cool went in, and that's going to be an icing call with 1:44 to go. Watch for Wayzata. I'm sure they'll call their timeout. Or are they going to sit on it? Oh, wait, they might have used it already. There's a shot turned aside by Chapman. Timeout now for Rogers with 1:19 to go. .119 shows on the clock. Wayzata's got to score 1 to get 2. And they'll have to find a way to get one pretty quick here to get back to work, to get their second. They're working on a face-off right now as the board is out, so we'll see how that comes into play. .111 to go on the period. Back to center ice it goes. Back onto a Rogers stick. It's going to be Palouf. 1 minute remains in the third period. Cool looks for that. Tries to play it out front. Look out. Sauer wraparound attempt to the low slot area. Chapman just gets the big pads down in the butterfly and covers the whole bottom half of the net. Leaves nothing to chance there. Back off the end boards it goes. For Rogers, it's going to be Palouf with it. Palouf, rather. Going to stay consistent with that one as they work that one the length of the ice. For an icing call, 29.7 seconds to go. Here's a face-off win, shot and a save, Chapman. They play that one through. 2 pad saves in a row. It's been busy here in the waning moments of the hockey game. 18.7 Lesser walks and shoots. Scores! Oh, look out. 15.6 seconds left. Wayzata makes it interesting, the final seconds of the third period here. With 15.6 seconds, it's about a face-off win, getting it deep and going to work. I would just leave the goalie off right now. I wouldn't even bother. Because if they get it and get it deep, Ingeman does head off. Little discussion going on with Derek Kruger and the officials. I think I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe the time? Now the official went over to the linesman because they're having a discussion. Cleared that up. Face off at center ice, 15.6 seconds. A late goal by the, look out, the face off. Here they come across the line, and that was poked off the stick of Sauer. 9 seconds in deep. Chapman had to make that was offside. So now it's getting really tall, the task. They got to push this one through, maybe do the same thing and get the zone. And if I'm Rogers, I get the D-man. You got Koski open on the far side here. He's watching him. Face-off win, long shot, that's blocked. That's going to do it. Knocked to center. Wow, how about that? The Rogers Royals come in. They win the 51st annual Edina Invitational Tournament with an impressive 2-1 win over Wayzata. And they did a nice job here in this hockey game. Both these teams played well, had a great tournament. And that's going to do it here for our coverage. I'm going to say so long, everybody, but we're going to keep the camera here, and we'll get it focused in on the award ceremony, and then we'll say so long, everybody. I'll say that right now. Whoa, where did the camera go there, Sydney Henches? Thank you. Hello, Rowan Wallen. Say hello to him. So we'll keep it here and we'll take it down for the award ceremony.